God bless you, brothers and sisters. The word I'll be sharing today is based on the passage found in 2 Samuel, chapter 24, verses 18 through 25. However, I'm going to be reading verse 24 today. But the king replied to Araunah, "No, I insist on paying you for it. I will not sacrifice to the Lord my God burnt offerings that cost me nothing." So David bought the threshing floor and the oxen and paid 50 shekels of silver for them. True worship always involves sacrifice. When King David faced the opportunity to offer something to God that would cost him nothing, he refused to accept it. His decision on Araunah's threshing floor revealed that his genuine worship could not come out of convenience. It must come from surrender. Our offerings today test the same truth. Does what we give truly cost us something, or do we offer God only what is easy? True worship requires a personal cost. David understood that worship with no cost had no value. Araunah offered to give David the land and oxen for free. And quite frankly, I'm sure Araunah would have given David anything for free because he respected and honored King David. But David refused because he knew that real worship demanded real sacrifice. He wanted to make things right before God. God isn't moved by the size of the gift, but by the size of the sacrifice. A costly offering reveals and shows God a heart that is fully devoted to Him. What cost us nothing means little to us and even less to Him. It reminds me of a time when my son, who's now 10, but when he was a little toddler, it never failed. We would go into a store and he always wanted the most expensive toy. And me being a mom, I wanted to get him the toys that he wanted, what he desired. But I knew it cost me something, and so it would hurt me. But because it didn't cost my son, my toddler, my 2-year-old, anything, it didn't affect him. It didn't bother him until he grew and he learned that he would earn money by doing chores, doing little side jobs. And so when he had been saving up for a toy and when it was time to go buy that toy, he would have like a bittersweet moment because he was excited to get that toy, but he knew that it would cost him something. And because of that, he learned to appreciate what he was getting because he understood what it would cost. And with that being said, what sacrifices have you made? What sacrifices have we made lately that have moved God? The threshing floor is a place of separation and surrender. God's spiritual refinement is like the threshing process, where the grain was crushed and tossed so the chaff would be separated from the wheat. Likewise, God uses testing to separate our flesh from our true faith in Him. On the threshing floor, in those broken and vulnerable moments, is where God calls us to deeper intimacy with Him. It's a place where pride and comfort are broken and stripped away. It is where we fully surrender control and understand that God is truly worth the cost. Costly obedience is the path to breakthrough. David's sacrifice stopped the plague and restored the nation. David's repentant heart redirected God's judgment toward forgiveness to him. His altar became a place of healing and divine favor for him and the nation. Our costly obedience creates space for God's power to move in our lives. Some miracles we need in our lives are often unlocked by the yes that cost us everything. There are prayers, brothers and sisters, that we have been waiting for to be answered for a while. There's miracles we're waiting to happen for ourselves, for our families, for extended family, for friends. But that doesn't happen until we say yes. Once that release happens, there's on the other side of that yes is that unlocking of that miracle. That is where we truly surrender to God. And because of that, these prayers are answered. These miracles take place. God honors faith that gives even when it hurts. It might feel like it hurts, but it is well worth it, and God will surely honor and move on your behalf. In conclusion, we all face our own personal threshing floor, those moments when God is asking for something costly. The question is not how much we give, but whether it costs us anything. It's something for us to think about. King David surely set the example for us. So now I challenge you, the challenge is for us to now make our offerings a true act of worship that says, God, you are worth the price.